Hello, everyone, and welcome to Dice with Roll, the Queerest Pathfinder Podcast on the planet. We ask hard questions like, what are the capstone feats for the commoner class?
Oh, probably like owning your first sheep.
No. I got an idea.
That's Ritz.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, that was it.
Oh.
I saw it.
Damn, you're right. Okay, continue.
The commoner class is just everybody, like people that have no, like it's just a guy.
So for context, in Dungeons & Dragons 3rd edition and Pathfinder 1st edition, all NPCs had classes, and sometimes it was like, oh yeah, this guy is a sorcerer, oh this guy's a wizard, but every once in a while it would be like, this guy's a commoner, this guy is I believe there was like a couple of other ones, but commoner is the one everyone knows and loves, where it's like, he's a guy, he don't do much. Obviously, this didn't continue into Pathfinder 2nd edition because all NPCs use the same stat blocks as monsters, except they're people. But what if it was? What if you brought the commoner class and made it into a full 1 to 20 class? What insane shit can you do at level 20 as a commoner?
I think that it would be stuff like, I don't have another word for this. Like being like, I don't want to sound cringe. Please don't call me millennial, but I don't have another word for the word Karen. Or something like, been watching a lot of TikTok. Or like the manager. At like
Level 20 commoner, you're the manager at the local McDonald's.
That's what I'm fucking saying. Or like, like, it's like important roles, like, and they do have like important or notable roles of people that like people would usually see as quote regular. So like a Karen, like just somebody that's loud and is really good at getting what they want, or like a manager of a business who is not the owner of it but manages the whole fucking thing. Stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would say.
I like that. I'm into it. What about the rest of you?
Shit.
I feel like being like a level 20 commoner is just being like famous or something.
But then don't you like, I guess...
There's different branches of it. I don't know, like you're a fucking actor. Like you're not a bard, but you're an actor. Like you're...
Yeah, you haven't done magic or anything, you just... Yeah. Okay.
You're like a public figure.
Dude, Ritz, you've invented subclasses for the commoner. I love this.
I'm smart. I think, I don't know, there's a lot you could do as a commoner that's like very important. And I think that's how you level up. Like you're a teacher or you're a community leader. You're like the Bayside pisser.
The Bayside? Okay. Sorry.
The nonce.
That's crazy!
Do you think a level 20 commoner would be like a rich person?
Probably.
Because at that point you have to have done a lot, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Possibly.
Like, okay, when you earn income, you get more money as you level up, right? So like, I guess... okay, wait. Okay, hold on. I just realized we can find out... So, a commoner does not adventure, by definition, right?
Yeah.
So all the money a commoner would be doing is... it would be earning money from earned income, so like running a business or whatever, right? And I feel this is what's going to help us lock in exactly what a level 20 commoner is, because it will tell us the wealth level. A level 20 character who is legendary in a skill, which I assume they must be at this point, they earn 200 gold a day, which means if they're working 5-day weeks, they're earning 1,000 gold a week, which is 4,000 a month. And I think we did the math that like Silk spending like 300 gold was an absurd amount of money to like the local economy. I think a commoner is a really rich person if they're like level 20.
Probably.
I think it is above and beyond being the manager. I think it is the regional manager, guys.
I think level 10 is the manager.
Yeah, level 10 is the manager. Level 20 at that point maybe you run the franchise, right?
I am the CEO.
Okay, and you know what's great about that? An assassin can be level 18, so it's possible. We can't get this podcast delisted.
Well, as a commoner, I can't imagine you get a lot HP wise or Constitution.
Presumably not, right? Like I assume that a commoner gets the same HP
I'm
as like
shooting
a wizard.
I'm shooting an arrow at the level 20 business owner that's got depose carved into the neck of it.
Jesus.
That's crazy. Just for context, by the way, I did look up what the other NPC classes they were called were. And the other classes were obviously Commoner, Adept, which is a guy who's skilled at one particular thing, which kind of a shitty class if you ask me. That's
Yeah.
just Commoner in italics. Aristocrat, okay, and Warrior. That one's really funny to me. What is the difference between a warrior and a fighter? Hey, credit where credit is due. In first edition, a level 20 warrior was as good at hitting people as a level 1 warrior, or as a level 20 fighter. So, I mean, good for them, I guess.
I suppose, but thinking about the commoner versus adventurer thing, warrior would have to be like a step down from fighter. So how would they be a step down from fighter? Like a local guard?
I'd imagine they're like the guard who has they've been a guard for 20 years. They have not let a single monster into the city, and God help them, they don't kill unless they have to, but when they do, they're not actively going looking for enemies, but if an enemy... It's the fucking trope of the retired level 20 adventurer being a shopkeeper, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the Skyrim guard.
Yeah, exactly. You try
Yeah.
shoplift, and he reaches across from you, and he's grabs your neck, you make a squeaky toy noise, and you regret everything.
Or you just pay the
technically
fine.
not. Or you pay the fine. Stop!
You violated the law.
Okay. You know what? I actually do unironically think that we low-key between the subclasses and the level 20 capstone feats and the class design, I feel someone could very easily design a commoner class from what we've done. It would be a total meme and no one should ever play it. But it's
for
fun.
Sure. It is fun.
I had a good time here talking about it. I would enjoy looking at the stat blocks and never playing it. I do prefer the way that the NPCs are in PF2, specifically because they released a bestiary full of NPCs called the NPC Core. And the reason I love it is because some of the art in it is insane, because what do you mean Jonathan Sims from the Magnus Archives is in it as an obsessed researcher?
Love that.
That's
Also,
fire.
Chapel Roan is in there as a champion of Shelyn.
And
I
she
think-
would be.
Good.
She
And
would
she
be.
would be.
And she would.
And we couldn't get that if it was a class, so maybe things are better this way. Smile. Would we like to play some Pathfinder? We answered the fuck out of that question. Everyone give yourselves a pat on the back.
Gives myself a pat on the back.
There you go.
Damn, I
Exactly
thought
like
we were
that,
gonna
dude. Yeah. Keep it up.
Okay.
I thought we were gonna say hero points to keep that big going.
You know what? I'll take a hero point as well because Luna asked. Um,
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's
Okay.
great. Now I have 2.
Okay. So, when we last left our adventurers in the Abomination vaults, the Fogfen Few and Facera Witchhelm walked into the doors of the Cathedral of Shadows. It soon became clear that the place was infested with aubs, shadowy creatures that once upon a time served the Forgotten, the evil gods that once ruled over the Caligni before disappearing without a trace. However, it also became apparent that this place was now being ruled not by the Forgotten, but by Nimbalot, and indeed, an Aub prophet by the name of Lady's Whisper beckoned you forth. Speaking through one of the dungeon delvers, Lucia Latimer, as a meat puppet, she revealed to you that this place once worshipped the dread god Nimbalot, and she was willing to let you join the cult if you followed her. Naturally, you did not fucking do that. Taking up arms, you fought back against a terrible Aub and were able to slay most of them,
and for now, caused Lady's Whisper to retreat. You regrouped, and you rescued the Dungeon Delvers, and, credit where credit is due, Jubilos Nartrouble offered an actually somewhat sincere apology for being such a dingus. And yet, before you left, you uncovered the greatest secret of this place. The stairs leading down. Fogfen Few, you now know the exact way to go deeper into the final floor of the Abomination. And deeper you shall go, but for now you return to Otari with Facero and the Dungeon Delvers, ready to take a well-earned rest before entering the final dungeon of the Vaults.
So fellas, we ready to rock and roll? Take a nice chill time in Otari. I'm sure nothing bad will ever happen.
All right, man. Now, when you say shit like that,
So,
okay.
In fairness, every time you've gone back to Otari, I have given you some horrible shit that's made you be like, oh man, I can't believe Derry ambushed us in Otari and made us feel scared again. Maybe I owe you a nice day, but maybe it won't be today. We'll see. Well,
Okay.
You're gonna be withholding that for like the epilogue scene.
yeah, we'll see. You all walk into the town of Otari. There are a few heads that turn, a few cheers given out. You'd been gone for a while. It's been, at this point, maybe 2 days since you went into the dungeon last, because you spent some time down there after defeating Decimus Durescu. People had been starting to worry about the health of the Dungeon Delvers because they've vanished for like a week. But you're taking them back up now and telling them to please stay put. You'll get Slumberstone, but like, guys, chill. Come on, leave it to the professionals. And begrudgingly, the Dungeon Delvers have acquiesced. As you all make your way back into town, I think Facero kind of like stretches a little bit and says, well, I suppose this is the part where I thank you very kindly for taking me into the dungeon. I had a lot of fun.
You promised you did.
The most fun, Silk. Nothing but. Oh, I swear I'll never have so much fun again.
All with a straight face, by the way.
Yes, completely. They're not fucking.
Silk, I think, hugs Basero's arm, lays his head on them the way that he does. Silk is very affectionate, and with a smile, he's like, "You can't tell Mother about this. Just a reminder."
I think Facero kind of snorts a little bit, but not in a like laughing way, just like a and they say, "Can you imagine I did after all this?"
I think she'd kill me.
I think she'd kill me.
I think she'd kill both of us.
She'd send a hit squad. But yes, I won't tell her a word. As far as I'm concerned, it's an abandoned vault with a few imps or whatever crawling around, but nothing that even the most rudimentary of adventurer can't handle. She doesn't have to know a thing.
Thank you.
And they kind of stretch a little bit and says, I will stay in Otari for a few more days though, because I want to. And I think they kind of look at all three of you. I'm guessing these last few days in the dungeon, it's more your journey than mine.
It's a little bit more dangerous than I'd feel comfortable dragging you into, Fossey.
I hate to say it, but this time you may be right. I never thought you'd get stronger than me. Mad as fuck about it.
I wouldn't say stronger, it's more that I'm far more well-studied. Not that you're not, but you're... I'm putting my foot in my mouth as I speak.
Facero shakes their head and says, no, you're the brains, I'm the brawn. That's how it's always been.
Yes, but you're also a very talented wizard yourself.
I know, this is true.
I taught you everything I know. Well, everything I used to know. I know a lot more now.
Our areas of expertise are different. Now, if you were going into a church full of demons...
I think I'd rather kill myself than willingly do that.
Many do.
All right. Moving on from that, you know I'm happy to house you. Agonis, of course, won't mind because I don't mind. And I don't think that he'll even remember that you weren't there to begin with.
He's more canny than I think you recognize.
Well, yes, sometimes, but I can't say I haven't convinced him of some things that sometimes I am a little guilty of that.
Something tells me that he knows exactly what he's doing. And I think Vocero spins on their heel to you, Ulrich, and puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "Take good care of my brother."
I always strive to.
I am trusting you. You are his perfect match.
Red.
Right in front of the
Immediately.
boys.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Thank you. High praise coming from the high praised sibling.
I look forward to one day counting you as my brother.
Well, wait for the fucking invitation at least, damn.
Oh, Silk, you know I'm so impatient. It's my one flaw.
I wouldn't call it a flaw. You are flawless in my head. But you will be getting it, mind you.
Damn! Poor fucking Ulrich getting fully flirted with in front of everyone.
Ulrich's staring at the sky right now, which is completely pink. Mouth is a thin fucking line.
I think Vocero turns and says, "Presumably you're resting tomorrow or for a few days. What's the plan now?"
Yes, we do need the rest. And Silk looks to Ulrich and Fiore. I suppose business that we have to take care of is, well, we have to take the chance to do so. Individual or otherwise. But what say you, 2-3 days rest before we truly get down to business?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Yeah, I think that should be enough time, yeah.
And we can organize before we do go down again. I'd like to.
Okay. I think Vocero kind of nods as 3 days' time. A luxury.
The way you say that is quite ominous.
They look out into the distance. We didn't have scant more than an hour when the thunderclouds rolled over Underin.
You're going to make your big brother cry.
They kind of punch your shoulder and they say, "For now, I'm starved. Does anywhere here do K-barbecue?"
Ulrich tilts his head.
Kionin barbecue. There's this lovely place in Absalom that I would take Vossi whenever they would visit. Lovely cuisine from Kionin. They call it K-barbecue.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what that was.
Oh my god, I started crying. I'm good. I don't know what it took me to fuck out, but it did.
No, but that was good. That was good.
That was good. You were so fucking quick with it, dude.
I'm on my
Yeah, that
toes.
was- Yeah.
Well, Vocero, is there a place that you would like to take Vocero for dinner? The Dungeon Delvers, I think, as they're coming in, they're trailing behind you, not getting involved in the conversation, but as you're splitting ways, I think G-Bloss is like, okay, well, I guess we'll wait around until, my brother-in-law is safe and sound out of the dungeon. But, yeah, thanks again for, making sure we don't end up as Shadow Chow or whatever.
Of course.
Of course.
Tyrion Lawrenson, the thief, kind of looking under nails, says, "I guess you guys weren't half bad. So, if you ever need, a job done, you know where to find me." And Lucia turns eyebrow quirk, says, "Do they?"
Shouldn't it be the point not to?
Shit. I don't know how this goes. Do give business cards for lock crimes and stuff and lockpicking? I don't really.
I feel like that's a way for you to get yourself caught.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not great. Yeah. Well, keep me in mind and send me a magic message or something. I don't know.
Yes, you should invest in a sending stone.
Lucia comes forward, and I think she takes your hands, Fiore, And she kind of like shakes him a little bit, and she goes around to each of you, like, and thank you so much for taking care of us. We really got in over our heads, and you're all such angels. If you ever need us for anything, seriously, I do honestly really like Otari, and I am considering settling down here, so maybe we'll be able to work again in the future.
Well, I would be glad.
And Sir Gerard Storm Justice steps forward.
Oh boy.
And he says, "Righteous heroes, I will speak your name in legend and song for all in Absalom to hear of."
Will you?
Yes, and nothing but the highest of praise for the legendary Fogfen Few.
What?
That's you, the Fogfen Few. With your free spirits and hearts.
Darling. Darling, I don't want to embarrass you, but it's Fogfen Few.
What?
Yes.
Because we're a few guys.
In the Fogfen.
But you're also free of heart.
Silk looks at Fiore.
You have very liberal definitions of the law. You're free spirits.
Yeah.
I don't have...
Are you...
What?
He seems like nervous, and I think Lucia sighs. Is this why you were asking for things that rhymed with free earlier? Is this like you didn't like start writing poems and songs using a rhyme that's not right, did you?
Oh, sweetheart.
Jared, that's not what happened, is it? Well, no, it's not.
Has it only been like less than 2 hours?
He wrote it on the way back. You did see him scribbling in a notebook at one point and then like murmuring to Lucia. So that's what he was up to, it seems. He was really impressed by you guys saving him.
Well, points for enthusiasm, I suppose.
Jubilos exhales says, "All right, you merry band of misfits. Get out of here. Come on. And hey, Fogfen Few, good luck vanquishing the dungeon or whatever. It was pretty fucking bad, so whatever is even lower is like crazy bad. Don't let it get you though."
Huh.
And with that, they leave, and Facero gripping your sleeves, so like, please, can we go eat them?
Oh, of course, yes. Why don't we have an impromptu fancy dinner? I've been wanting to go back to that one place.
Which place?
Where did we have our double date?
Oh,
at the fishery?
The fishery.
I liked that. I liked dressing up.
Oh, I love the fishery.
Oh, that was fun.
Tamily's sweet.
Here, I'll alter something for you, Fosse.
Yay. Okay. And are you guys going to head down to the Otari fishery? Well, go home, get dressed up nice, and then go to the Otari fishery?
Yeah.
Okay. And you guys spend a really nice evening, devoid of any stress or worries.
Can you stop saying it like that?
I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing bad ever happens in Otari.
Okay, man, sure.
So, Silk. We'll start with you, shall we? So, I think, like, the next day. Can you tell me what is happening?
Well, what's happening is, I will say, since Facero's been here, Silk has set them up in a very nice room. I think I said so, but it's one that's right next to his own, just like how it was when they were growing up. And the next morning, over dinner, the next morning over breakfast that Silk has made, and that Borbo tried to help with, Silk grabbed both of Facero's hands, and he was like,
I'd like to show you something that I've actually been working on.
How intriguing. Do show.
Get dressed and we'll head up.
and yeah, the two of them get dressed.
Yeah, you guys get dressed and you get up and you move, and you make your way into the town.
But like while they're walking there, Silk has covered Facero's eyes.
You don't need to do this the entire way down.
I do. Because you'll be able to guess.
I guess I'm being kidnapped. That's my guess.
Of course you are.
Of course. How could it not?
Don't be foolish.
Well, you guys make your way Where is it that you're taking Facero?
Silk is taking Facero to what will soon be the Starlight Boutique.
Okay, and whereabouts is it?
Good question. Oh, I remember where we put it. We put it right next to Morlaplin's shop.
You are such an ass, you know that. Silk, you bring Facero up to Ilvashti Street, past Odd Stories. You see briefly Morlabent staring between like the curtains, like kind of peeking out. You think, and you get a small. You bring him in front of a modestly sized building, one that's been kind of left abandoned for a while, but over the last few days, you've had contractors coming in and starting sprucing the place up. It's not constructed yet, obviously, but you know the early stages are happening.
Mm-hmm.
And standing in front is San Cancilio. And San kind of like turns, sees you coming, and beams. She kind of skips over and grins Silk and says, "Hello, Silk. Hello. You must be the sibling, right?"
Yes, this is Facero. And Silk is still covering their eyes.
Hello, I'm blind.
I brought Facero over to show them what we've been up to, San.
Oh, exciting. Well, whenever you're ready, Silk.
Okay.
And Silk kind of like positions them so that they're like facing the shop. And Silk is like,
Ready?
Yes, ready as ever.
You promise?
Yes,
You sure?
I swear to it.
How seriously?
With every bone in my body do I swear that I'm ready for you to take your hands off my face.
Okay. And Silk takes his hands off of Facero's face.
And Facero looks and completely deadpan says, "Holy shit."
It's not done yet, but San and I have come into a partnership, and we are going to open a Starlight Boutique.
You're joking.
I assure you, I am not fucking around.
You're actually, like, I think, Facero turns to you completely, still face, but you can tell that this is the most excited they've been in a long time. You're actually doing it. You're opening a boutique.
I am. I know. It's so exciting.
I cannot overstate how excited this makes me. And I think San goes, "Can you?"
Can't you see it in their face?
Look at me. I'm practically shivering. San
gets the image of like Facero looking completely deadpan at her, and then like Silk, kind of in front of them, holding both their hands, like jumping up and down, actually vibrating with like the biggest smile you've ever seen on his face.
San looks between the two of you, and in her head goes, I guess one of them absorbed all of their mother's joy and happiness.
Yeah, Silk took it away from her long ago.
Yeah. And she says, "So we're not quite ready to open yet. Obviously, it takes a little bit to spruce up a place, but, you know, we wanted to decorate it, and I actually want to talk to you, Silk, about a few things there.
Of course.
But, I mean, Silk, you shoot them the elevator pitch." And Sir turns to you completely.
Well,
and I think that Silk kind of steps forward to open the door to it, and it is under construction, but there's like an area in the back where they stored all of the stuff that Silk had bought, and he holds the door open for the both of them if someone wants to come in too, and he's like,
so up here on the surface, it is, well, you can only get what you can get, right? But in our travels, we came across Eldaris. And we didn't quite stop back there with you, but it's a whole nother world down there, Farsi. And it's a whole nother ecosystem of fashion. Something that we can bring to those who would never in their lives even dream of heading down.
That is incredible. I cannot overstate how... buy Nettis' mask. They start pacing around. They're like fucking flapping their hands a little bit, like keeping themselves under control. Like clench, unclench, clench, unclench, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like when we were kids. You used to dress me up. And now you're going to be doing it for the whole town. Oh my god.
Oh, well, don't think you're safe from that in the future. You will be trying on some of my product.
Yeah, well, I have been talking a bit, Silk, to Galentine about potentially, allowing people in Absalom to buy our products too. It's early days, but we might be able to, like, get some of it shipped up to people, ordering by mail.
Oh, my darling, they will eat this up in Absalom. They are stagnant right now.
Tell me about it. And she beams. And I think Sarah kind of exhales and says, I'm glad. I'm very glad. It makes me very happy, Silk, to see that you're not putting all your eggs into just adventuring through this gloomy dungeon. I'm very happy that you found something that makes you truly happy.
Silk.
Yeah?
Silk is, I think, caught off by the sincerity of that. And, like, it's not that Facero has never been sincere in that way. It's just, I don't think a lot of people took Silk very seriously about his passion, especially not his mother and Elric, his stepfather, is fine. Just a very generic dad who stepped up. But Facero really was the first supporter Silk ever had. And it means a lot that even to this day, Facero will be there to cheer him on. And I think that Silk, he doesn't start crying, not yet. But his lip does quiver a little bit. And I think that he kind of jumps on Facero with a hug.
And I think they kind of like do hug back, but it takes them a second to be like, oh my god, I'm being hugged? What's going on? Before eventually Facero kind of like exhales and rolls their eyes, says, well, show me what you've got inside already. Let's see how the decoration process is going.
Oh, yes.
And Silk lets go. And he's like already clacking across the floor of the shop, and he's like,
You look here, we have tons of organza. I'm going to be hanging from each wall.
And he really does like have everything. Like, him and Son have talked about this. I think I don't even know that they need to talk about it again unless Son's like had new ideas. Silk has like a whole Bible dedicated to his fashion and the aesthetic that he wants to keep, and he will bend because he's not the only one doing this. But
of course,
yeah, he still knows what he wants.
Well, you know what? I think she does have a few new ideas. Just fun little things she's considered. And some of them are very cool. Some of them are very nice. And I think we see Facero giving you some advice. Some of it you might choose to take, some of it you might not. Facero is quite goth. So a lot of the ideas are, what about more black? Which, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Silk?
Who's to say, right?
He's into reaching out into other aesthetics. He has his own, but he knows that his aesthetic is not for everybody. People need to be tailored to. Mm-hmm. Who do you think gave Facero that aesthetic? I will say, at some point, Silk does take Facero into Morlblunt's shop.
And you know what? Morlblunt actually... You know what? I think Mori gets on great with Facero.
Beautiful.
Surprisingly really well. And I think at the end, he kind of says, why couldn't all the witch elms end up like you?
Oh, don't kid yourself. You adore me.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, Silk.
Your love keeps me rested.
And I think that's a good place to end that scene.
Yeah.
How are we feeling, huh?
Good. It's good to have a character that has loving and supporting family, even if it's just one member.
Okay. Well, I think that's where we're gonna end that scene. And Silk, you and Facero spend the day decorating the inside of this place alongside San and making the place look beautiful. I think the next time you're in Otari, it might be ready to rumble. I guess we'll see. So, Fiore or Ulrich, who would like to go next?
I could go next.
Okay. Ulrich, where are you the next day? Or I guess we'll say the second day after. So, day 2 of being home.
Probably at Crowsbrook.
Okay. Oh wow, yeah, because you have some time off for once. You are able to do some shopkeeping, right? Are you the only shopkeeper in Crowsbrook?
For right now, yes, I think. When he's not in the dungeon, I think his mom takes care of most things. But yeah, I think he's the only one officially.
Okay. Now, I think you are what level? You're 10 now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what skills are you what use mercantile lore, I believe?
Yes.
Because you have some feats, if memory serves.
Mm-hmm.
Let me double check. Profitable business venture. Yeah, you can use mercantile lore to earn income. Very, very good. And you're master in mercantile lore?
Yes.
Okay, well, in that case, you will treat your earned income as being 2 levels higher than normal. So, would you like to roll me 3 mercantile lore checks to see how business is in the few days that you're here?
Okay.
Holy shit! A natural 20 on the first roll?
Yippee.
On a critical success, you gain +1. So, oh my god. Cool, okay. I'm writing that down how much you've earned. Jesus, that means it's a total of 3 levels higher than normal. Okay. Day 2, let's see how the shopping goes.
Damn, it almost wasn't that one. 26.
A 26, respectable. And you're level 10. That is a success. Okay, so it works. And roll me one last time, please.
30.
Okay, so that's 2 successes and a critical success, meaning that Ulrich, over the 3 days that you spend working here, giving it your full undivided attention, you make 35 gold, which,
Yay.
I mean, to most people, that's like 2 weeks worth of work, right?
Mm-hmm.
If not way more than that. Ulrich, you find that your shop is very popular. As soon as you are home, there are people actively coming to visit because it's your shop. Not because they necessarily need stuff, but they're like, I want to support Ulrich. He's one of the Fogfen Few. He's great. You know? You're really starting to feel the effect of being a local hero. But I think on the second day, as business is booming, a figure walks into the shop that you don't know and you haven't seen around town before, which by now you recognize a lot of people by sight, but someone who looks like this, you're pretty sure you'd know if you'd seen them before. They kind of stick out.
Mm-hmm.
They are a dwarf, and oh boy is he an unusual sight. He has a long grey beard that has been kind of braided into 2 separate parts, and then those braids come down into a big loop. He wears robes, which seem to be kind of religious robes, and a lot of black and silver for the colors. I know it's blue and gold. I'm sorry. And around their neck, they kind of have a chain of some symbol that's been tucked under their shirt. And this dwarf kind of like looks left, looks right, and says, "Excuse me, are you Ulrich Revra?"
Yes?
My name is Casimir Bonehill. I was sent to come visit you by an old friend from the Church of Serenray.
Ah, yeah.
And he takes out the holy symbol, and you see it is the Spiral of Pharasma. Would it be correct in assuming that you are, shall we say, experiencing some unpleasantness?
Unfortunately, on the daily.
And you have yet to succumb?
I suppose, yes. I haven't been teleported in a few days, thankfully.
I was informed that you were having something to that effect, but perhaps we should speak more candidly. Allow me to explain. I am one of the Church of Pharasma's exorcists. I deal with spirits and curses, and I am one of the few scholars in Absalom with any sort of knowledge of the dread god Nimbalot.
Ah.
My friend really did seek for some time before coming to me. There's not many people who would be well equipped to teach about this. Luckily, he kind of stretches as he walks in, observing your herbs. I do know a thing or two about that seven-fingered fiend who stalks the River of Souls. Now, can you describe to me what's been happening? And he kind of takes a stool and flips the sign to your door to say closed.
Okay. Well, for an hour between 7 and 8, both AM and PM, I would be guessing away, teleported, whisked away. The thing is, I'm gone from here, and he gestures around him. I basically disappear into a place that's devoid of color. I'm the only person there, and in the sky is the Eye of Nimbaloth looking down at me, if she can see me.
That is most troubling to hear, to put it mildly.
Yeah.
I fear I'm going to need to ask a few more questions. And he's fucking unpacking a suitcase full of... You see within, there are holy symbols of other deities, some garlic, several different potions and elixirs, a ritualistic dagger, and many other things.
Ulrich is sweating.
And Casimir Bonehill here, he asks you many questions. Do you tell him basically, like he's basically asking, hey, what's been going on in the dungeon? Tell me everything that is important.
I think Ulrich explains what happens. I don't know if they go into complete full detail. They say what's necessary, I think.
Okay. So he's going to ask you, for example, like, when did this first happen? And have you interacted with any artifacts or relics of Nimbalot? Do you give any examples, for example, to that?
This is where Ulrich kind of pauses, because he goes back and forth, sort of skirting around the fact that he's looked into the Whispering Reeds.
I think he's going to, at some point, when he sees your skirting, he asks, and have you read the Whispering Reeds?
Okay, Ulrich hangs his head at that one, because at that point it's just a direct question.
Yeah, there's no dodging it, you know?
Yeah.
But I suppose the one thing and this is maybe me really guiding it, do you at any point mention the lenses?
Ooh.
Even in passing?
Ulrich might not mention the lenses, like, outright, but maybe when he asks about artifacts, Ulrich does say something along the lines of, well, there's some things that we need to obtain for the dungeon, but I suppose, yes, I've been interacting with some artifacts, sure.
Okay. He starts, like, kind of going down and, like, listing stuff. Just trying to get a real figure for this, you know?
Okay.
He starts asking if you've interacted with any ghosts, any spirits.
Yes and yes.
Okay, do you tell him that Belcor is a scary-ass ghost?
Oh, gosh. I think at some point, Galric has to, like, fucking hype himself up like, this person's supposed to be helping me. Why am I dodging so much? Just like...
He has noticed that you are, like, instinctively hiding stuff from him, so he is, like, very much so pressing for as much as possible.
Yeah. At some point, I guess Ark is like, okay. I'm sure Absalom has the name Belcora Haravex.
Yes, it is not a particularly well. The Haravex family are not celebrities by any means, but the name Haravex is known as one of the former largest cults of Nimbalot. And we also know that Belcora Haravex was a young troublemaker who came to Otari and built this tower out in the swamp.
Well, you'll be loath to know that she's still pissed about that, and she may or may not be a ghost down there.
I think that makes him not even raise an eyebrow. He's like, naturally, that would make sense. He's like the first person even like, by the way, Belcor's a ghost. He's like, yeah, I know. Makes sense.
Okay, well.
He kind of rolls with the punch there, being like, although that is troubling. May I ask, young man, have you encountered any artifacts which bind spirits?
It wouldn't have to be something along the lines of a lens, would they?
It could be, yes. Particular pieces of glass have been known to house souls. You say this like you understand the idea of what I'm speaking.
Yeah, because we may or may not have encountered two.
Interesting. I think he leans forward a bit. Tell me about this.
Okay, well, these lenses, house the souls of the 3 of the 4 adventurers that originally took down Belcora, and we need them to defeat her. That's what we've been led to believe.
These pieces of glass contain the souls of others. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, we looked into them at one point, or one of us looked into them, and we saw, when it was pointed at me, for example, they saw Aesophanes Menhims, because I have, and he sort of takes out the brooch. I have a brooch.
I see. And I think he gets up and he kind of paces around. Interesting. I'm sorry, I will continue the exorcism in a moment, but this is truly a fascinating development.
Is it?
Well, let me ask you, how do you intend on defeating Belcora?
Alric pauses for a second.
She is a ghost, is she not?
Yes.
When you destroy her, what happens? She'll rejuvenate in a few days.
True.
As an exorcist, you often need to find the other ways to banish a spirit, especially those that do not want to be banished. These 3 pieces of glass, to me, this sounds like a manifestation of Belcora physically interacting with our world. The glass was not meant to house souls, but that is the purpose it is naturally doing. Did it have another purpose beforehand?
It was going to go at the top of the lighthouse to rain ghosts down on Absalom.
Interesting. If I may posit then,
Uh-huh.
these lenses were formed from some direct contact between Nimbalot and our reality. It was then harvested as a way of trapping and expelling souls, but also turning the gaze of Nimbalot. So, theoretically speaking, if you were to bind these empty shards to a spirit, you would vastly empower it and give it many terrible abilities as you are directly infusing it with the gift of Nimbalot. But you would also turn Nimbolot's gaze upon it, which could be disastrous for the spirit.
Right.
You said you think that these lenses may help you defeat Belcora. Is that right?
That's what we think. It's what we...
I believe you may be onto something. But to do so, you are going to need to empty the lenses first.
How? And that's another thing that we've been trying to figure out. We don't exactly know how to free their spirits. We want to, but we just can't.
Well, it's a good thing you've called in an exorcist, then, haven't you?
I suppose so, yes.
My suggestion would be give me a few days and I'll devise something. But I imagine you will need to somehow allow the spirits within to excise themselves from the glass, and then you'll be able to use it as a potent weapon against the ghost's Belcora.
Excise themselves. Does that mean that we would have to tell them to... We'd have to somehow contact them to get out the lens themselves?
Yes. It would be the kind of thing to do, and I would suggest doing it anyway if there are souls trapped within. Allowing them to rejoin the River of Souls is the best thing for them. I'm sure they don't want to stay here forever.
No, when we saw Isafana, just Isafana, not even to mention the other two, she was looking frantic, like she was lost.
That is the hallmark of a phantom. Do you know what a phantom is, boy?
From what I've read, somewhat. I know some things.
So, Ulrich, would you make me a bardic lore check real quick?
Alright.
Okay. So, Ulrich, you know that phantoms are not undead. Most people think that phantoms are ghosts. That's not true. A phantom is a soul that was actually interrupted in its journey into the River of Souls. So they did not even get to, like, because an undead, the whole thing is like their soul never left, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But a phantom is a soul that, oh god, it wants to leave. It doesn't want to be here forever, thank you. But it got lost on the way.
Okay.
Presumably, that means that Isafana and all the others are phantoms being bound here by the glass. If you perform the correct ritual, which Bonehill seems to be suggesting he can help you with, you may be able to release the souls. And when they're ready, they'll move on, which presumably is as soon as they're out.
Okay. Okay.
And then you'll have potent weapons which you can use to pin Belcora's soul down and bring the gaze of the empty debt upon her. Give her a taste of her own medicine,
Correct. However, question. We have recently discovered that there's a fourth lens.
Indeed. And where is that?
Likely with Belcora.
Well, then she has damned herself. And I think he kind of like sits back down on that stool again, and a genuine wry smile is on his face. And he says, "It has been giving her some of Nimbolot's power unfiltered. She's already playing a risky game. Give Tree more, and it will not be pretty for her."
Okay. So her having the fourth lens isn't entirely as scary as we thought.
It is not ideal. This means she has some terrible powers already. And when you pin the other shards into her, she will gain even more power. But just like a mosquito sucking up too much blood until it bursts, it will have the same effect on her. But the interim will not be pleasant.
Okay.
Now, Mr. River, I must warn you. I've been speaking to you now for maybe half an hour. I don't think I can cure this curse you have on you until Belcora is destroyed. That is my prognosis. But, and he pulls out some fucking little charms and stuff, I do have things which, if you hang around your room, shall at least hopefully make it slightly easier for you to avoid being sucked into this shadow world.
And that will work perfectly.
I shall stay here in Otari until the ghost is dispelled. This seems like an exorcism far greater than anything I'm capable of, but I have the wisdom I can share with you for you to be able to do it.
And I and Fiore and Silk appreciate any and all help in making sure this is over completely.
Indeed. Now, young man, may I ask, is that St. John's wort, or whatever it's called in Pathfinder?
Yes, it is, and I just got a new shipment of it.
Most intriguing. We're not able to find this up near Absalom, but it is very useful in certain rituals. May I ask you a few questions?
Oh, please go ahead.
And you know what? You have a nice time with this surprisingly chill, scary-ass dwarf. But you also have that information.
Yeah.
Ulrich, how do you feel about it? And do you tell the others?
Oh,
Probably, right?
Immediately, Ulrich, fucking sends word for the both of them to meet him somewhere, and says everything the dwarf has told him.
Well, Silk and Fiore, the two of you are told that it seems that the best way to defeat Belcora is using, of course, the lenses, but now you have a plan for it. If you free the phantoms that are stuck in the lenses, you'll be able to stick them right into Belcora's soul and turn Nimbalot's gaze upon her.
Dear God.
Which probably will be bad for Belcora, but it will power her up significantly in the process. How do you guys react to that info?
Oh, Silk is giddy. Silk, I can't say it enough. He's been so ready to get rid of Belcora for the longest fucking time. He's tired of this shit.
Well, that's crazy. Well, I don't even know. I feel like, I think you just floor Fiore a little bit. He's like, oh my god. He's not sure how to feel about that, because ideally, he just wants everybody to just go to the boneyard. Everything is over, but if it stops her, well, he'd prefer people be safe.
So, you're going to have to do a ritual soon involving those shards. So, you better get the last one soon, guys.
Yep. It's a good thing we know where it is, right?
Smile. Somewhere a bird squawks angrily.
Dice Will Roll will return after these messages.
Listen for just a moment, adventurer. Do you hear that? That is the sound of an alchemist's lab, an immersive soundscape by Tabletone Audio. Tabletone is a mobile tabletop RPG audio app that makes it easy to create high-quality immersive soundscapes for your gaming sessions and control the mood with the flick of a switch. It's a cutting-edge tool that brings TTRPG adventures to life through adaptive, dynamic soundscapes. With Tabletone, game masters can blend music, ambient sounds, and sound effects in real time to match any scenario, from tranquil tavern scenes to epic boss battles, all at the touch of a button. Best of all, Tabletone contains 100% human-made audio with no AI involved anywhere. You know that here at Dice Will Roll, soundscaping is a big deal to us, where it's a battle against the grimy denizens of the laboratory or the quiet swamps of the Fogfen. Immersive audio is incredibly important to our stories. And if you download the Tabletone audio app, you can have a world of sound at your fingertips. Try the app for free to experience an enormous and growing library of sounds, and use promo code TONE30 for 30% off the first 3 months of your subscription. It's phenomenally easy to use, it's already on every app store, and you can expect to become a world-class Dragon Slayer like me with merely the touch of a button. Whoa! Sorry. Once again, that's Tabletone Audio with promo code TONE30 for 30% off your first 3 months. Keep it rolling, everyone.
We now return to Dice Will Roll.
So, Fiore, we see the Dawnflower Temple. And specifically, we see the kitchen in the Dawnflower Temple. I think the work here is divided up into rotas, because, like, we don't talk about them a lot, but there are, like, maybe, like, 10 other people who live here besides your moms and you.
Oh, yeah.
But today, it is Vandy, Rumina, and not because you're on the rota, but because you want to be there, yourself, helping cook dinner for the night.
Fiore helps around the temple more often than he is scheduled to because it makes him happy. Let alone if his moms are there.
Okay. And I think Rumina is... I think she's like, do you think this is done? And she like takes out some boiled vegetables, which Fiore, I think you and your mom are... I think you and Vandy are both better cooks than Rumina.
Mm-hmm.
So you both exchange a glance like, ooh, before telling her to put back in. Yeah. Vandy's like, maybe 5 more minutes. She's like, I don't know, they look pretty firm to me. Yep, they certainly are firm.
That's... Boiling is supposed to make them not firm.
Yeah, well, I kind of like my carrots have a crunch to them.
Can you please boil them for a little longer?
Yeah, okay. She says, she puts them back in. And I think Vandy continues chopping a bit, but she sends you a sideward glance and says, you doing all right, Fiore? You seem preoccupied.
He sort of pauses for a little bit, and he looks down at what he was doing, and then back up and at Vandy, and he's like, I don't know. I've just been thinking a lot about stuff that's going on with the dungeon.
I think Vandy now turns to you, blade still in hand, and says, did someone say something rude to you?
No, I mean, well, enemies say rude things to me all the time, but I'm not really offended by it. I mean, they don't like me. That's fine.
Visibly
Fighting
relaxes.
them. It's not that. I mean, Belcora, she's a problem.
Yes, and heavens willing, one day you'll be able to make her move on. One day soon, even.
That's the problem.
But to send you a glance, I think Rumina kind of comes away from the pot now, and licking a spoon, she's like, what's the problem?
Well, so she's a ghost, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that she did with the what are they called? The heroes, the Rose?
The Rose Guard.
And one of the things that she did with the Rose Guard that was so upsetting was that she essentially cursed them all to be stuck here with those lenses. And hopefully we'll be able to help them. But I think she may have... Ulrich said that we probably are going to have to destroy her.
I think both their eyebrows go up.
And I don't... It's not like I like her or even really want her to just be forgiven unless she actually wants to, which I don't think she would. I can't make those decisions for her. I don't like taking away the choice that people can make to ruin their lives or fix them. That's not my choice to make. But I don't know how else to defeat her, because she's really strong. We've fought her, like, she's attacked us before, and it's been dangerous. I'm okay, I promise. But it's not... I mean, there's a reason that she's the person in charge, but it's like, I don't know what to do, and I don't feel comfortable with it, but I also don't know how to bring it up or think about it, because I don't want my friends to think that I don't agree that we should defeat her, because obviously I do. I don't know, it's uncomfortable and weird, and I just wish that she'd just go of her own accord instead of bothering us.
I think the two kind of exchange a look with each other before Rumina comes and puts a hand on your back, and she's like, hey, listen, it is unfortunate that you've gotta destroy her soul rather than help her move on, but there are times where people have to do things that, put it this way, Belcora has been around for, 500 years?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I know she spent a lot of that time in, like, a torpor, but, like, do you think, and tell me genuinely, do you think that she at any point in those 500 years has thought about just leaving it be and not murdering thousands of people?
No, but she was younger than me when she died. Not that I think that people younger than me are all mass murderers, but...
And she's older than you now.
Yeah.
She's had the time to think on it. Yes, ghosts have a little bit more difficulty, how do you put it, love? I guess staying anchored? Yeah. Your mother is right. A ghost has difficulty staying in the exact moment, but they are beings ruled by their emotions. And it's hard for a ghost to let go of those emotions, but ghosts do move on all the time, on their own.
That's true.
There's a reason that we don't see ghosts from millennia ago. Most of the time, they're a few hundred old at least. Most of the time, they're a couple of hundreds of years old. Only the most powerful ghosts stay around for literally thousands of years. Because most of them, eventually, in time, move on their own. If this Belcora is still here in the dungeon and still plotting to destroy, then she has, time and time again, rejected redemption in her own right. People can change, even after they've done evil things. But they have to make a choice to change.
It's true. I wish it didn't have to be me, and people that I love did have to do it, I guess. Not that I really like exploring the dungeon. I think even if it had been one floor, I'd have been pumped. I kind of explored all the other ones to death. But I'm like I love seeing what's in there, and I'm really thankful that I got to explore it, because otherwise we wouldn't have found that there's a city down there, or that there are people, regular people. Well, they're odd, but they're regular people living down there. It's just uncomfortable, and I don't really know how to deal with it sometimes.
I think Rumina kind of like leans back on the wall a bit, and she says, the people have to do things that they aren't always comfortable with, because it's the right thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hey, I'm doing something right now I wish I wasn't doing. Actually, did you know about this? About who I've been paying little visits to?
No.
You'll never guess who's been asking for a weekly reading every Sunday for the last 4 weeks now.
Morlabent.
I think the two laugh, and then Vandy says, for the cooking he did at the last potluck, for the cooking we did at the last festival, honestly, he should be seeking redemption. And Rumina turns and says, I liked it. And she's like, I'm sure. But Rumina shakes her head and she says, no, it's, our old friend, the blacksmith, Carmen Rajani.
Carmen?
Yeah. He's been asking for people to come down and read him stuff from Saranre's teachings. And...
for real?
Yeah, I don't know if it's part of some scheme. He can't lie, so that does help, but...
I wasn't expecting that.
No, I don't think any of us were. It happened while you were stuck in the dungeon for a little while. I didn't want to bring it up at the time, and then, it's only been like 4 weeks, so I've only seen him 4 times. But
okay.
Still. Yeah, he basically asked if someone could come read him stories from, The Birth of Light and Truth. And, I don't know how much he's actually getting out of it. He's often pretty quiet when we read to him. He, of course, brought up once or twice that it was his ancestor who helped found the temple, and I think maybe that's partially why he's doing it, but... I mean, that kind of feeds into what I was saying earlier, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are people who have done terrible things, who can still seek out redemption. And in the case of someone like Belcora, whose only way to dispel her is either allow her to complete her goal so she can move on, which is the destruction of Otari, Absalom, and goodness knows how many lives, or just being put to the blade. Sometimes we have to choose to do the better thing. And look, hey, if Carmen Rajani, of all people, can ask for some modicum of redemption, then she's perfectly capable too. She's just chosen not to.
That's true. I'm surprised that Carmen would ask for that. I mean, I guess I'm not surprised, but I am. When it happened, afterwards, he tried asking me to redeem him, but he said he didn't mean it right there. Because the curse. But, I mean, I guess if he's asking, it's fine.
I think it's very likely that he did mean it, and that he did relish the things he did, and that he was a cruel and terrible man, and I think he could stay that way forever.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the joy of being a mortal with a soul and the ability to make decisions. He might not stay that way forever. And you don't ever have to forgive him. Certainly I won't. Vandy cuts a slice of beef kind of with disdain. But if we live in a realm as designed by Sarenrae, then we must keep in mind that people can change. If they refuse to, that's when the blade of Sarenrae comes down.
If Carmen decides that he wants to change, that's fine, and I'm happy for that. I don't think that I want anything to... I don't know if I want anything or much to do with him. But I didn't like fighting him, and I didn't like that. I hated it because I did think of myself as a friend of his. I didn't know he hated me that entire time, and I don't know if he still does or if he blames me or...
I think Rumila puts up a hand for what it's worth. I get the sincere feeling he only hates himself.
That's not surprising. I would definitely prefer that he figure himself out. I don't like that there are people that are bad. That's a pretty hot take. But, so I just wish that everybody could see that it's better for people, not just other people, but for themselves if they're just nice. And I wish that they would see that without me sometimes having to fight them about it. Not that I even dislike fighting. I'm fine with fighting. I'm glad that somebody that I fought is thinking about anything about being a better person.
I think Rumila kind of laughs softly and says, the ideal situation is that we redeem him enough, and one day his sentence ends, and he can leave that prison and then get better far away from here.
I hear there's a city called Absalom. He could go there.
I'm pretty sure he's not allowed to go back to Absalom, actually.
Oh gosh. Forgot about that. Well, Kordos is big, and so is Galarion.
Well, one way or another. And I think she kind of laughs a bit. One thing's for certain. He's not invited to dinner.
No, he does not get to have cooking.
And I think, there's a soft laugh before Rumina goes to check the boiled vegetables again, picks one up and says, "Do you think this is done?" And then there is a shrill scream. And it's not from Vandy. It actually is coming from outside.
Oh.
Silk and Ulrich, you two hear it as well, wherever in Otari you are. I guess my question is, where are you when you hear the dragon roar?
Oh my fucking god.
You gotta be sucking on my nuts, dude.
You're gonna have chill time, he says.
I've been dropping warning flags all day, guys.
Oh, really? I didn't notice.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't have caught it. What time is it?
It is about noon.
Honestly, Silk's probably still at the boutique.
Okay. And Ulrich?
Ulrich's on his lunch break in the market.
Okay. Well, all of you look up, as does everyone in Otari. Because there is a shadow on the horizon. One that you see flying out from the northeast. It emerges from the Fogfen. And it is big. Terrible horns curl around its skull, and black bat-like wings flap as it flies. It roars as it emerges, and as it does, it spews out onto the natural landscape around Otari the equivalent of a power washer's worth of insane pressurized liquid. And this dark liquid, it burns all the wildlife it touches. And it roars again, now flying over Silk's own mansion into the middle of town. Fellas, Ravarex is here.
What the hell is your problem?
You're gonna have a nice time, they
Over
said.
dear sweet Agonis's fucking mansion. It's not even Silk's. You're doing this to an old man. He's only like 20 years into retirement. That's not true. It's like 5.
I thought you were gonna say 20 years old.
He's just a fucking kid.
He's just a boy.
He's just a fucking kid.
Ravarex lands atop Agonis's mansion and roars. And as she does, you see the river underneath turning black. And people are screaming. Immediately, the church bells of the Dawnflower Temple start ringing to alert people. Silk, you see members of the Otari garrison filing out, all holding weapons, but all of them hesitating to get any closer. As an adult bog dragon roars atop this building, flaps her wings, and says, "Fogfen Few! We have a score to settle! Show yourselves!" Uh-oh.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you what happens next. Silk, the instant that he sees that Ravarex is on top of Agonis's house, he's teleporting inside and he's getting Agonis down to the cellar.
Okay. She is unaware of that. She doesn't know where you are. She just starts fucking snarling and spitting, demanding that you show yourselves. And to prove she's serious, she spews out another poison blast. Another acidic blast into some of the buildings on Osprey Street, just completely devastating the walls. No one is killed. No one is in the way. Everyone's running. But like those buildings immediately, they just collapse under the acid breath of this thing. And she roars out and says, "I, Ravarex, have come to collect. You have come and done great harm to my hunting grounds, and I will have my revenge. I was able to take down Ildaris. Do you think that puny Otari were able to stop me?" Ulrich, what are you doing in this exact moment?
I think Ulrich immediately, when Ravarex was flying up, I think when he heard the roar, he was looking up. And then when he saw her flying, ran straight towards, while everyone was running away, Ulrich was, running towards her. I think he's, right about here next to the frickin' tavern ruin.
Sprinting past the ruins of the Thirsty Alpaca.
Yeah.
But she doesn't see you, and she flaps up into the air and starts flying over the river. And Ulrich, as she does, you see the river has turned black, completely black. You know... Oh, Ulrich, you know that this is a bog dragon. And bog dragons, their very presence curdles water. That water is going to be unsafe to drink or use until it is properly blessed and taken care of, which the Church of Serenray can do, but that will take some time.
You're right. I think as soon as she's moving, Ulrich casts something if he is able. Was she within 60 feet of him?
Oh, no, she's flown way past that. She flies so fast. Her speed is 40 feet. No, sorry. Her speed, when she's flying, is 160. Oh my god.
That's great.
So she's like over by the farm now, and like you see her looking down. There's a few cows mooing in terror, and she reaches down and, you know.
Okay, well.
Fiore, you're on the beach staring out. What do you do?
I think he turns to his parents and he's like, get the town somewhere safe. I will handle it. And he's gonna run off.
Yeah, I think, like, without even hesitating, you see that both your moms nod and are immediately getting ready to, like, start getting people to safety. And you run into town. Silk and Ulrich, pretty quickly you are catching up with Fiore, and she is just rampaging, blasting buildings with her acid breath, and just being a general nuisance. What do you do?
Well, Silk is freaking the fuck out.
Can't imagine you wouldn't in this case, right?
Yeah, no. Having to usher your mentor into to the cellar because you're afraid a fucking dragon's gonna kill him is something else.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I think that he's flipping through his spell book, trying to see if there's anything he could fucking do about this stupid, ugly dragon.
Ulrich and Fiore, you get up to Silk as he's pouring through his book, trying to see if there's anything he can do to get this thing out of here. What do you guys say?
Force barrage. Mirror. Vision of death. Fireball, but there's buildings in the way.
People, buildings. We need to get her out of this area. Preferably towards the Fogfen.
I think that's a good idea.
Let's make ourselves known then.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
Oh?
I'm gonna pull something. Derry, would I be able to whistle for Quicksilver?
Oh my god.
You know what? I will allow you to roll a nature roll to see how well you can command this animal. It is quite far away, and this dragon is making a lot of noise, but if your nature is good enough, you might be able to do it anyway.
Blind public?
We'll say public.
Oh my god.
There's no...
Link.
If you told me in this exact moment, and it wasn't in front of me, I'd say you're bullshitting, you're lying, there's no way you rolled a nat 20.
Oh my
You're
fucking
pulling out
God.
your fucking Epona amiibo and
That's crazy.
your horse.
I guess he was a lot closer. I guess you were... How does this look? What happens?
So you know how in the Zelda games, had you brought up Link, if Link is running while he whistles for Epona or any of his horses, he can just hop on the horse and keep going. Ulrich looks back at both Silk and Fiore and says, I'll get her out of here. Just meet me in the fen. And Ulrich, as he's riding the horse, lines up a spell strike arrow with noise blast.
Oh my god, he's so hard.
Okay.
That's so smart, actually.
Okay.
He's so hard.
That's crazy. That is crazy. I have a whole combat map for in the town. It might not happen.
Well, it depends on how far Ulrich gets.
Okay. So Silk and Fiore, do you guys have any way to like get out to the edge of town?
I think Silk's actually gonna warp step instead of using translocate again.
Okay.
I will mark that down on my sheet that he did. By the way.
Okay. So
but yeah.
tell me how warp spell looks. How does this happen?
It's been a while since I've used this. I think actually it was like one of the first spells that Silk like cast, and then I never cast it again. I think that's really
correct.
Funny. Warp step it's basically like extending the floor beneath your feet, so you're running much faster than you would have been able to before. It only adds like a +5, but I like to imagine that for some flavor, he's running very fast.
Yeah, elves are already very fast on their feet.
Oh yeah, Silk has very long legs.
your speed is already 30. In a single round, you could move 90 feet, whereas most people could only move 75 feet. And what about you, Fiore? How are you getting out to the Fogfen?
I think Fiore's going to manifest his wings, and I think he's gonna fly.
Okay. And you fly indeed. Fiore, crow wings explode from your back, and you go over, instead of having to run out the main way. This is probably going to happen at the top of the town by the looks of it. That's where Ulrich's most likely going to be able to get away safely. And Silk, you're running that way too. Fiore flies over the cliffs that surround Otari out to that mount. And Ulrich, you are aiming an arrow. Tell me what happens.
Ulrich points and shoots the spell strike arrow. This has noise blast on it, so even if it doesn't hit, it does make an explosion. So Ulrich is going to strike. 34.
A 34 is a hit exactly. Roll me that damage.
Holy shit. All right. So would it be the
your regular damage, and then the rank spell strike from the spell strike arrow.
Okay. So, max damage on the bow, 12.
Very nice.
With the, it's a 3rd rank noise blast. That's cast from shoot. 27.
A 27. Okay. Holy shit. So that's going to be 12 plus 27. That's 39 damage. Well, Ravirex roars, and her head tilts to you, and a snake-like tongue flips from her maw, and she says, "Dare you all!" And everyone, I want you all to roll me initiative.
Oh god. That's scary. I don't like that.
So, top of the order is going to be Fiore. So you guys are... Fiore, you are not quite out of town yet. And I think you see that Ulrich is riding and has a bit of a head start, but immediately as Ravrex is flapping her wings, you're like, oh god, is she gonna get to Ulrich before he can, like, ride away? So, what do you do in this situation?
I mean, he could use all of his actions to just try and get to Ulrich.
For sure. That's totally something you can do.
Is that okay? I have no idea what to do to actually.
Okay. I mean, having someone nearby Ulrich will be helpful for retributive strike reasons, just in case she does get to you.
Yeah.
She seems like she might.
Yeah, because she's very fucking fast.
20 feet.
And I'm last on initiative.
So I can only get here, I think. And I'm flying, so I can do that.
All right, Fiore, you fly towards Ulrich, flapping over the now blackened river, and looking down in horror as you see Ulrich is on Silver's back and going fast, but could it be that she's faster? That, like, you're now starting to realize, oh shit. So Silk, it is your turn. Fiore is flying over a building, crossing the river towards Ulrich. You are near enough by, and there's a big-ass dragon. What do you do?
Okay, in Silk's panic, I think that this is a plan that he would come up with. I think that Silk is going to cast Illusory Creature, and
okay,
in a place about 500 feet away that Ravrex can see, Silk is making an illusion of Ulrich using Illusory Creature.
Is that fucking so?
That might be fucking so.
Okay. Tell me how this works. Tell me what Illusory Creature does.
Well, you create an illusory creature of large or small. You create an illusory image of a large or smaller creature. It generates the appropriate sounds, smells, and feels believable to the touch. If it gets more than 500 feet away from me, the spell ends, but that's not going to happen because fake Falric is just going to be standing there. Falric, because he's taking the fall. Get it? Ha!
Yeah.
Fucking shoot me in the back of the head. It can take actions in combat. That's interesting.
Yes, it can. You could feasibly put fake Ulrich on a fake horse and have him fake ride away.
Would you let me do a twofer?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
I'm pretty sure that's how the spell works.
Hell yeah, Quicksilver and Ulrich, all in one.
Okay.
And I think that the image can't speak, but it can make noises. I think I would like to have the image, like, maybe start at, like, 400 feet away. The image to have Quicksilver, like, doing a really loud horse noise. You know the ones. I don't know, I'm not a horse boy.
Okay. So, and where are you putting it in relation to Ulrich?
A little bit to the side, where the fen is.
Okay. So ahead of Ulrich. Is
yes,
it? Or no?
Of Ulrich.
Not directly in Ulrich's path, but like
no.
Far away enough that Ulrich would be able to get away on this, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, as you cast it, and the illusory Ulrich is running away. Ulrich, you see this? Holy shit, good impression. I don't think it looks exactly like you because, you know, that's not how necessarily the spell works. But she's never seen you. Yeah.
You know what it is? It's like that one scene in Dungeon Meshi where
I was
Marcel...
literally just thinking.
Yeah, so like the vision of her like favorite book gay comes riding in on a horse. It's like an Ulrich that Silk would have drawn. Like
yeah.
Yeah.
He's a Bishonen.
He's very bishy. This is how Silk sees Ulrich.
Ulrich, you see this, not quite you, and you're like, wow, I'm flattered. Riding past you. Anyone who had seen you before would probably be able to tell this is not you. But Ravarex has never seen you before. So when she's flying above, she sees the two of you, and she's not necessarily able to tell the difference. Which is why she is then going to make a disbelieving illusion. So to disbelieve an illusion, she will have to make a perception check against your spell DC.
Please don't be high.
I mean, it's high, but not like... What's your spell DC?
It's fucking 29.
Okay. There's a very real chance it doesn't work here.
5%, baby.
That is a 26.
Does not work.
She fully believes that fake Ulrich is the real Ulrich. She takes a second as she's flying, and she sees the original Ulrich first, and she's flying towards you. But then her eyes dart and see the other Ulrich, and for a second, she knows one of these is an illusion, surely. But you're not close enough to attack both, so she makes the express decision that she will only attack one. And Silk, where is it that she is? Where is it? Off to the northeast, was it?
If that's the direction of the fen, then yes.
Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna put down this as...
I will say, on the last action of Silk's turn, he's like running. He's like running and he's huffing and puffing.
Presumably far enough away that they're not right next to each other, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, she is going to fly with her fly speed of 160 feet. She immediately gets to the illusion. And if, Ulrich, as you're riding away on Silver's back, you look back and you're like, oh, cool. If Silk hadn't cast out, I'd probably be dead now. Cool. And Ravarex roars and raises a claw and strikes at the illusion. And Silk, that is going to be a 41!
Yeah.
A 41 against your illusion's AC.
What do you want me to say? Yeah, like, it's a fucking crit.
Okay. Well, how much HP does your illusion have?
Oh, God. No, it just ends.
Oh, immediately. Is that it?
Yep. If
Cool.
it's hit or fails to save, the spell ends.
Cool. The horse is destroyed.
The horse is dead forever.
Ulrich leans over and like, shuts fucking Quicksilver's eyes for a sec. Like, you don't have to see that boy.
Oh.
Yeah, Ulrich and Bisho, Ulrich and fake Silver get sent to meet Clatterjaw in heaven. And
Stop! No,
Clatterjaw's
not dead.
roars out and says, "Ha! Very clever adventurers, but not clever enough." And with a roar, she immediately flies another 160 feet, and Ulrich, she's upon you. And that's the end of her turn. Ulrich, it's your turn.
Okay. Run.
You are atop Silver's back. This is just a regular horse, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I think instead of trying to do this, I think I want you to roll me a nature check. And this nature check will tell me how you are able to get out. We're gonna do mini victory point system here. You need 3 victory points to get out.
30.
30. First success, Ulrich, you are riding on Silver's back. You kind of, you're like whipping on the reins, really trying to get him to run as fast as he can. And Jesus, he looks over his shoulder briefly, sees this fuck-ass dragon, says, yeah, okay, you don't need to tell me twice, and continues running. Second action, make me another nature check.
31.
31. Okay. That's going to get you another way. You're riding up the hill now on the outskirts of Otari, but you have not yet left. As you are riding out, you see faces whooshing past you. You see Rin Savinksi poke her head out of her tent, eyes wide, staring. You see Galantine pulling out a crossbow and taking a pot shot that misses wildly. And one person looks up, sees what's happening, and grabs some stuff and starts running somewhere. Last action, Ulrich, what do you do?
Why were you vague about that? Guys.
No, I noticed that too. Why the fuck were you vague about that?
Yeah, hey.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Oh.
Who was that?
What do you
What did
mean
they grab and
someone?
where are they running?
Well, I guess we'll see, right?
What
I
the
guess we'll see.
fuck?
Fuck you.
Right. Okay. 34.
Ulrich, you ride on Silver's back out of Otari as a dragon is right on your fucking ass. You smell that awful, like it's like bleach. I don't know if you've ever smelled bleach before. I don't know if they had bleach back then, but even if you had, it is the most noxious scent you've ever smelled in this exact moment. But you are getting out of there. And I guess that's going to be starting initiative again on a new map as you ride into the Fogfen. Meaning that people are not going to be hurt. You are not in danger anymore. Well, you're in danger, but random innocents are not in danger of being accidentally murdered by a blast of noxious acids. Silk and Fiore, you two are able to follow pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? So too does Ravarex. Who is, again, right on Ulrich's ass. And initiative is going to start again with Fiore. Fiore, you are pretty close by, as Ulrich is being chased by this dragon. I think you're, by now, we'll say you're a solid 35 feet away. You are flying, and by now I think she does notice you, but she's closest to Ulrich.
Yeah, she is closest to Ulrich, isn't she? Not for long. He's going to, now that they're out of the city, now that they're out of the town, he's going to, is it okay if his sword was out? Because obviously.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely your sword was out.
He's gonna use, I need to use 2 actions, I think, to fly all the way up to her.
Uh-huh.
And then my last action, I'm literally just going to attack her. He's trying to
Okay, so
get
you're
her-
all the way up and you're doing it.
Yeah, he's trying to get her attention because Ulrich is, he is made to take damage. Ulrich is not. Okay. He's going to, I would love to smite, but I can't right now, so I'm just gonna attack. 39.
39 is going to be a hit. Roll me that damage.
Okay. 15 damage.
Okay. 15 damage. You slash into her, and I think she roars out, and she kind of twists to look at you as she lands now for a second, hissing and says, "You really wasted precious time bringing me out into the swamp? Don't you know, Fogfen Few, that the swamp is my domain? You may as well have brought a serpent into the den of a rabbit." Gosh, dragons are unpleasant to be around. All right. Silk, it is your turn. You are warp stepping out after her into the swamp. What do you do?
God, would it be crazy if I teleported on top of her?
I mean, okay. You definitely can.
I know
There
I
is
can.
nothing stopping you from.
It's a matter
Would it be
of
crazy?
should I?
A little bit. But is that okay? Yeah.
She's trying to get my fucking man, so you know what? Desperate times call for desperate measures. Get me on top of her head.
Oh my god.
Sure. You translocate onto her, is that right?
Yes, I'd like to be, like, holding on to, like, her head. Or, like,
okay,
somewhere
so you're,
near
like,
there,
trying
if
to
that's
grab
okay.
onto her horns, is that right?
Yes. Goal here. I want to... I would like to blind her.
You can definitely give it a shot. And I think you might be, like... This is not an impossible thing. Getting this close is going to be dangerous, but I will... You know what? I will give you some benefit if you pull it off. So, I guess, as you teleport onto her, how are you sticking to her? Like, how do you stay to her?
Holding
have
on
to,
for
like-
dear fucking life is how.
Justifying it with a roll of some sort. You could always just roll at legs and pray. Oh wait, you know what you have?
I have some
You
bullshit.
do have one
what-
thing to your help. You feel a key appear in your pocket.
Oh, beginner's luck. Right, that's what it's called?
The Kalen key may use beginner's luck to help you grip onto Ravarex's horns.
God, I need the help. Yes, please.
So this would add your level to the roll, which is a +10 to whatever roll you make.
Well, it's gonna have to be like acrobatics, right?
Acrobatics, I'd allow it to work, yeah.
Yeah, because I cannot think of a single fucking way to justify like arcana or like occultism. It's simply not happening. That's gonna be 30.
Silk Witchelm defying all odds, you cling onto the horn of Ravarex, and you're now hanging onto it as you teleport onto her. And she roars and swings her head, you know? And Snarl says, "Insolent creature! Do you not know that you touch the queen of the hunting grounds?" And
Silk's just screaming.
yeah.
He is not often an impulsive person. He does not act impulsively most of the time. This is not one of those times. This was not well thought out.
Well,
This was spur of the moment.
it's going to get... You know what, though? I was going to be a real jerk. But you saved yourself from this. Because on her turn, she flaps her wings, she takes off directly upwards. She's swinging left, she's swinging right. I need you to make me a reflex save, I guess, to avoid being hurled.
Okay. I'm perfect in every single way possible. 39, not 20.
God damn.
So she flies. You are clinging on for dear life. And she flies up, down, left, right before finally stopping at the end of her 160 feet of movement, which is holy shit. And she angles herself. She's above Fiore and above Ulrich, and she lines up a perfect shot and blasts you both with acid breath. I need both of you to please make me a reflex save as she uses an 80-foot line of pure acid. So, Fiore, this would have been a fail if you weren't wearing your cool heavy armor and with the bulwark traits. And Ulrich, you succeed as well, but you're still both going to take half damage as the dragon exudes a stream of concentrated black acid. And I need both of you, both of you are going to take half of 39 damage. So that's going to be 18 damage to both of you, I think. Maybe more. 19 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's your turn. The two of you see, though, that as her breath splatters into the fogman around you, you see the grass and, plant life immediately just turn black. Goodness gracious. Well, Ulrich, it is your turn. You got her into the fog fan. Well done.
Yeah.
Now what?
Freely, do I have to dismount, as a free action, or
I'll allow you to use it as a free action in this particular case. You stumble off the fucking horse. You know.
Tells him to go. Then... Oh god, how far away is everybody? Okay. Then Ulrich is going to... I think Fortismo Composition Rallying Anthem.
Okay, go for it. That's a performance check, right?
Yes. Which is 35.
That's a success. That works on you. Definitely.
Okay.
That's a +2 to everyone's AC, right?
Yes. I think I gave it the right thing. Yes, okay. And I think I'll harmonize with a courageous.
Okay. Your songs and music echo through this place, telling Fiore and Sil, don't be afraid, get her ass. Fiore, it is your turn. Oh, wait, no. No, it's not. Because as you're all fighting and preparing, suddenly something flies out from the trees. And it's going to attempt to hit Ravarex, queen of the hunting grounds. And that is going to be a miss.
Oh no.
And all of you turn and look, including her, and you see someone in a tree. A human man.
Oh my.
Surely.
With blonde hair.
Surely not. Also,
You're joking
surely he
me.
doesn't look like that.
No, he doesn't, but it's the only thing I have. With blonde hair and slightly pretty heavy set and clutching a crossbow and now realizing, oh, I'm a fucking idiot, is none other than Evanwir Cancelier. Uh-oh. Ravarex turns and sees this human, clearly not a warrior like the others, and she flaps her wings and kind of hisses with the line, says, "And what is this? A do-gooder come to rescue the rescuers? Why, you will be a fine meal." And in the tree, Evanwir goes, "Fuck me," and starts reloading that crossbow as best he can. And guys, I'm just gonna give it to you straight. You don't think Evanwir is really good at this. In fact, we were talking about commoner classes earlier, weren't we?
You son of a bitch.
You motherfucker.
What the
What the hell is your problem?
Fiore, it is your turn. Evanwir is there, and... oh god. You remember him talking about wanting to do heroics and... oh, bad thing to choose. Bad first job, buds.
Oh my god, please get out of here! And he's going to... I think Fiore is going to, technically I don't need to move to hit him, I think, but I think, to hit her, I think. But
You're right next to her, yeah.
I'm going to move in the line of fire, between the two.
Oh, you're trying to body block so that she doesn't get to Evanwer, is that right?
Yes, that or at least to push her attention away.
Okay.
She's big enough that if he was to magically be able to get a hit on her, it would he'd still be able to do that because she's fucking giant. But he's trying. He is actively trying to distract her from him. And he's going to do that by using smite.
Mm-hmm.
I use smite on the enemy, correct?
Yes.
Okay. He calls out to Saren Ray, and his sword shines a bright yellow like the sun, and he's going to attack with his last action.
Okay, go for it.
39.
That's a hit. Roll me that damage.
20 damage.
Jesus. Yeah, she takes that. You cut into her thick armor, and she definitely seems wounded, but not so wounded that it's actually bothering her. Silk, it is your turn. Holy shit, you are holding on to her. If you continue holding on to her at the end of your turn, you're gonna need to make another check, but this will be, I think... Yeah, it'll be another acrobatics check, I'm afraid. Or no, you know what? I'll say a reflex save. I'll say you have to make a reflex save at the end of every turn that you're on her to see if you are flung far away.
Okay. How far up are we again?
Right now, she's about 60 feet up.
Okay, so only like a few bones.
It'd be 50 damage. Most of your HP.
I have 86 HP. I'm gonna put this in family-friendly terms. Can I shoot her vision out?
Oh, I was like, I don't know why Silk needs to get close to use the blindness spell. Oh,
I don't have a blindness spell.
Yeah,
My
I didn't know
blindness
Silk
spell
had that.
is
A
you
bullet.
die because I shoot you in the head.
Okay, so you want to James Gunn her ass.
I
Okay.
would like to do this.
So this would obviously be one eye.
Yep.
If you hit her with your gun and forego doing damage, I will make her dazzled for the rest of the fight.
Oh my
How's
god.
I'll do it.
that? Okay. Silk.
I'll do it.
Blam, blam, blam.
Just my regular dueling pistol, right? Nothing.
That's
nothing
correct.
else? Alright. 35.
But you're a wizard!
I'm a wizard
Holy
with
shit!
good fucking aim.
And you know what? If it hadn't been for Courageous Anthem, this would be a miss.
Thank God.
Silk, you are holding onto that horn as hard as you can. You swing and yeah?
Can I say?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You can tell me no if this is just like too ridiculous.
Okay.
I like to imagine that Silk, like, a little bit is hoisting himself up. Like, he is like sitting atop her head, and I think that he hooks his legs over at least one of her horns.
Okay.
If you want to get fan servicey about it, he could do both, and then he like points down with both hands and shoots her that way. But feasibly, it's probably just one hand.
Okay.
And that's how I think that he shoots. He's in a cool little pose, like leaned back, but with his like leg hooked around, you know?
Mm-hmm. And the bullet flies into her eye, and she roars out. And this is not going to. I think you'll do minimum damage.
That's
I
fine.
think it does. It's fine. I don't think it makes sense for you not to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Roll me that. What's the minimum damage your gun can do?
Minimum is
2d6 plus 2, so it's 4 damage. She takes 4 damage.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like you blind her forever, but you shoot her in the eye. With some magic, she'd be fine, but you shoot her in the eye. And she roars out, whipping her head now, trying to seriously get you off. And now you can tell she's really pissed. She says, "Insolent wizard! I will show you punishment for daring to try something like that!"
Oh, this bitch. How many actions was that? Just one or two?
That was one.
One, okay. That's beautiful. Life is
And
beautiful.
she is now dazzled until she is healed, which, she can't be.
Good. I will say, Silk's hat has flown off. His like hair is a mess. He looks fucking crazy on top of this dragon. The things you do for love. I kind of would like to cast hallucination.
Okay, and how so?
I'm thinking that definitely Silk is replacing the vision of everybody with something else. Especially Ulrich. I think that it's just the like surrounding 30 feet is I guess as far as she can see, because it's like it's a mental thing. Is her vision is just like what's left of her vision is just like the blurry movement of like worms with a Y all over the fucking place. I just want it to be confusing that suddenly there's all these fucking creatures around and none of who she was just saying.
Okay. So she has to make a will save, is that it? Or how does it work?
I do need a will save, yes. Let me cast that.
That is a 28. That is a failure. So normally, this would be the creature perceives what you chose until it disbelieves, right?
Yes.
So she wouldn't know it's an illusion until she interacts with it and says, wait, what, the devils?
What the devil?
But, Silk, this is an incapacitation trait, which means it's very easy to use this on people who are lesser than you. She is higher level than you are, which means she makes this from a failure into a success. Which means the creature perceives what you chose until it disbelieves, but it knows what the hallucination is. So it knows you're casting a spell. She still has to be like, this isn't real, and see where everyone is. But she doesn't have to waste time being like, I'll attack these worms. What the fuck? She knows. She's gonna be like, this is a hallucination. I know what's happening.
Yeah, she just needs to take an action to disbelieve.
Yeah, so you're stun locking her, which is great. And not great for me, because I have many things I want her to do. Speaking of, it's her turn.
Oh wait, did you need me to roll reflex?
Oh yes, thank you. Roll me reflex. Let's see if I get tossed to the ground.
Yeah, I want the possibility of Silk breaking all of his fucking bones to be real.
Let's see.
40.
Holy shit, dude.
He's on there.
Yeah, you are holding on really tight. That is a critical success again. I think what I'll say is that's a +2 on your next roll to hold on.
Okay.
Well, it is now her turn. And what she's going to do at first is she's going to say, you expect this to work on me? Mere trickery? I am Raveret, Queen of the Hunting Grounds. I was gifted my title by Belcora Haravex herself. I will not be trifled with by puny adventurers. And she's going to make a perception check. Question. Was your perception check visual? Like, is this spell visual, right? With hallucination?
Does that need to be like a trait to be true?
Let me see.
It says arcane illusion.
She has to seek. She has to seek. And in her exact... How does Dazzled interact with seek? If vision is her only precise sense, what are her senses? What are her senses? I don't know. One moment. She does have an... Oh, it is! She has scent, but it's an imprecise scent. So she can't survive off it. So I think she may have to make that check with Dazzled.
Good.
So it's a 38, which is a success. But she has to make a DC flat check. And if that's not the rules, then we're just having fun.
It's just a game.
It's a success. So she does disbelieve. She shakes her head, and she flaps her wings again, trying to knock you off. But she's able to see again. Ish. Everything kind of hurts in one eye, so everyone is more like a weird cloud to her, like, a hazy vision. She can only see out one of her eyes. What she's going to try to do is she's going to then fly direct for Evander.
Oh.
And she flies over and beyond you, Fiore, and she is using Impaling Charge. She spends 2 actions to fly, and then strikes at Evanware. And that is going to be... She passes her dazzle, and it is a 42 hit.
Can I use...
Now, yeah?
Can I use Retributive Strike?
She's not that far from you, so yes, you could shoot her with your thing.
Oh, 33, which is...
Unfortunately, that is a miss. She's flying too fast. You are not able to hit her with your thing. But Evanware will receive the resistance, which is the important part. Because otherwise, she's going to do 38 piercing and... Oh my god. Yeah, it's going to be 38 piercing damage. Minus the champion's resistance, so your level +2, that's going to be 26 damage to Evanware. And let me tell you, he's not looking great. That's nearly half his HP in a single thing. Would have been much closer to all his HP. And he lets out a gasp, and then she whips her head, and she returns to look back at you, Fiore. And Silk, Fiore, Ulrich, you can all see. Oh my god. Evanware is impaled on her horn. He's okay, it's through his shoulder, but he is dangling from a horn going, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, ow!
It's still really bad.
And anywhere she goes, Evanware will go with her. And she looks at you, Fiore, noticing the... obviously, there's going to be anguish in that face. And she says, what's the matter, champion? Allowing your feelings to cloud you? And that is her turn. Oh no. Hey, Fiore, that's bad, right?
Yeah.
Ulrich, it is your turn. What the fuck do you do?
Okay. God, I won't be able to do what I want to do in one turn. Ulrich is then just going to, I guess shoot twice and then move closer. That's pretty much all he can do.
Yeah. It's not a great situation.
No. Okay, 34.
That's a hit. Roll me out damage.
13 damage.
13 damage, and you which one?
I'm gonna rallying.
Okay.
That's the most important right now.
And now what?
Shoot again.
Okay. 20, that's a
20. 31.
31 is unfortunately a miss.
Okay. Well, then I suppose we are not going to be getting Courageous Anthem because Ulrich is going to be moving closer.
Okay. Everyone, you feel the song of Ulrich's, you feel Ulrich's song telling you to play it safe, be careful, but you can overcome. But, bad situation. And that is your turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It is Evanware's turn. And Evanware pulls into his bag and pulls out a elixir of life. And very quickly, he's gonna drink that because, ow! Now, this is a moderate elixir of life, so he's gonna restore 5d6 plus 12 HP. Considering he's so low level, that should probably be fine. Yep, 31 healing. That brings him back to full. He slurps it down and says, oh, fuck, I'm an idiot. God damn it. And then, Silk, you see him pull something else out of his bag with his quick bomber feat.
Oh my god.
Alchemist's Fire. Doesn't matter if he can't hit. He's going to try for some splash damage. And that is going to be a miss by 9, but not by 10. Meaning it doesn't blow up in his hand. Meaning it flies out of his hand, misses, but explodes, and does the splash damage. Which is... that's going to be 3 damage to her. It's something. And that is his turn. He's really regretting trying to play the hero now. Fiore, it's your turn. Evanware's on her fucking horn.
Action 1 is that Fiore flies up to her again.
Mm-hmm.
Action 2 is that he's casting Sure Strike.
Okay.
And then he's going 2, because that's one action.
Uh-huh. This is a devil spell, right?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay. Everyone calm down. Calm down.
What is the roll?
A
flat d20?
What do you mean?
For...
Oh, right! Yes, it's been so long. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a flat d20.
It's a 5.
That is a failure. Which means, Fiore, as you fly, you take on diabolic features. And you need to roll me a D100.
Sometimes I get embarrassed when I'm like, I want to see the thing that I can do, that I literally took levels about being able to do. But 38.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Is this /pause or /neg?
/pause.
Oh, thank god.
Fiore, you fly forward, your crow wings flapping, and I don't think you even notice when you see 1, 2, and 3 other sets of crow wings explode out from the backs of Silk, Ulrich, and Evander.
Oh.
Flight of Fancy. Creatures in a 10-foot burst, which is everyone, gain a fly speed of 15 feet for 3 rounds.
Ew.
All 3 of you have a fly speed now.
Well, Silk, I hope that, Ritz, I hope that I will be receiving beautiful art of Silk with wings in 3 to 5 business days.
Yeah, Silk has beautiful little cherub wings.
Oh, yes. Everyone describe your wings.
These are sparkly, by the way. Like, they've been dusted with, like, golden glitter.
Ulrich, what are your wings like as well? Sorry.
No, that's it. That's it.
Ulrich's wings are similar to his hair, of like white near the root of the feathers, and then blonde, and then the tips are brownish.
That's cute.
And there's a sort of luminance to them as well.
Oh my god.
That's
like if you look at them too long, you will see a fucking lens flare in your eyes.
And Evanwer's wings are grey, almost like those of a pigeon. And you'd consider pigeon wings to be common, but I think there is something, like there is that weird, colourful glint that pigeon wings have. Yeah, he's a city bird, but he is still very beautiful. And they flap, and he's like, what the fuck? And Fiore, what is your last action here?
I'm going to attack him, and that's a short strike, so... Alas. It's keep higher, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Oh my fucking god.
Holy
oh my
shit!
God.
Oh
It's
my...
like the 4th one this session.
It is the 4th one this session, I think, but also, the other roll was a 2. If you had not cast Sure Strike, this would have been a fucking crit fail, but you got a nat 20. That is a critical success with a crit card. Surprise opening. You gain 1 action that you can use before the end of your turn to use an attack action against the target. So you can attack her again after this.
Ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna use that as a thing.
It'll be at your max attack modifier.
Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a crit effect.
Okay, I'll do that. Okay.
So, roll me the damage. She is off guard because you got a crit and you have weapon specialization. And let's see what happens.
That's 34
Holy shit. Okay, she takes that. Wow. Oh my god. Now she's wounded. Oh my god. She whips her head and lets out another draconic shriek. Yeah, and because of this, she's like flapping almost a little defensively. You have a surprise opening. You push forward, Fiore. You can attack her again.
Okay. 33.
That is a hit because she is off guard. Roll me that damage.
15 damage.
She takes that. She's not looking great. In fact, that is a serious chunk of her HP. And she hisses and says, how dare you? This is beneath me. You should be nothing but bones by now. And yet you are not. Fiore, how are you doing in this exact moment?
I don't think he's thinking.
pure instinct?
I think he's living on pure instinct right now. I mean, I don't think he's thinking very hard.
All right, Silk, it's your turn. What now?
Hey, girl. What the fuck is happening? Okay, hold on. Is Ravrex on the ground?
Ravrex is near the ground, yes. She had to get down to the tree where Vanwer was in. So she's like, I think, 10 feet in the air.
Right, so... Oh, okay. I can fly upwards then, right? With my beautiful little cherub wings?
You have a fly speed of 15 feet.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that. And then I'd like to cast Fireball.
Yes, you may do so.
Beautiful, beautiful, messy-haired Silk with golden angel wings floats up into the air, and his skirts billowing in the wind, and he very much looks like he's never flown before because he really hasn't. His knees are pulled up, and he does not know what the fuck he's doing or how to hold his body, and so he just holds both his arms out, and he does that he does that assy face with the both greater than and lesser than sign with the dash in the middle, you know the one.
Yeah.
And
he goes, ooh.
Yeah, and a fireball just emits from him and hits her.
Okay. She has to make a reflex save, right?
In such a way that it doesn't hit anybody else, of course.
Yeah. Well, see, you were the only one who was really within sight to hit. And that is going to be a 32.
32 saves.
Okay, roll me that damage.
28, so half of that's going to be... Oh god, is that 14? Yeah.
Yeah, that's 14 damage to her. She's really looking bad. And it is her turn now. And she screeches out, furious that you are all doing this. And she says, "Impotent little creatures! You are less than I will punish you! For I am Ravrex, Queen of the Hunting Ground!" And she's going to use a Draconic Frenzy. She's going to make 2 Claw Strikes and 1 Horn Strike. Horn Strike against Fiore. She swings the horn that was on Silk into you, but because she is dazzled, she misses.
Nice.
She swings now with a claw towards you, Silk. And that's going to be... That one's going to be a hit, Silk. You are going to take 24 damage.
That's not so bad.
Wait, no, hold on. How far away did you fly?
About, I guess as far as he could, 15 feet up.
Oh my god, you're just beyond her range.
Oh.
You don't take any damage. That was towards you, Ulrich. Ulrich, does a 36 hit you? Wait, Ulrich!
I just realized I have 69 HP.
Yes, I was about to point out, Ulrich, you have 69 HP.
Yeah, I
take a hero point.
Me that hero point, and now you can damage me.
Okay, so that's going to be 24 damage. 22 damage because of Rallying Anthem.
Okay.
So you take that. And then the last claw is going into Evanware. That's going to be a hit, but not a crit. Evanware's going to take 23 damage. He takes it. He's not looking great, but he takes it. And with her last action, she shrieks. And you know what? She will make a jaw strike on Fiore. With her lowest attack modifier, this is probably a bad idea, but she's pissed. She got a nat 20, the 5th nat 20 of the session, on her concealment check and then missed by 4.
Whoa.
That's so funny. Fiore, she gets, her jaw snapped inches from you. But you see why she's not able to get you. And it's because somebody is throwing 3 bombs in a row at her. Bomb number 1. That is a miss. It deals 3 splash damage. Bomb number 2.
I'm really proud of him.
That is a miss. It does 3 splash damage.
I'm really,
And Evanware...
You know what would be really funny?
Mm-hmm.
If he killed her with the last 3 splash damage in one of these turns.
We'll see. He uses his last bomb, grimacing, and oh my god, he avoids getting a crit fail 3 times in a row. That is 3 more damage. Meaning he did do 9 damage to a adult bog dragon on his turn. And he's like, you stupid fucking lizard! Fiore, it is your turn again. Wait, Ulrich, did I skip your turn?
I think so, because I was before Evanria, right?
Okay, yes, you were. I apologize. Ulrich, it is your turn. What do? You can fly. That's
I
nice.
can fly. It's a free action to swap weapons, right?
It is 1 action to swap.
Okay, well, 1 action to swap to the battle loot, another action to cast Sure Strike.
Home run! Home run!
And the last action is, beat this bitch to death, hopefully.
Okay, go for it. Let's see it.
Please,
Let's see it. Come on, come on.
Please.
No fucking way.
35.
Yeah, that is a... You rolled a 19 to hit.
Thank God.
That is a hit. Roll me that damage.
Damage is 9?
9 damage? That's fine. You keep up your Rallying Anthem, right?
Yeah, it's rallying at them.
Okay, Rallying Anthem. And I will be so honest, she looks really bad. Fiore, it is your turn. Ravarex roars out and says, "Impossible! Inconceivable! In my own domain? You will all melt for opposing me!" Jinkies, what do you do?
I think he's going to attack her again.
Okay.
32.
That's a hit. Roll me that damage.
21.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Fiore, you cleave into her neck and she roars and you see acid spittling out of her mouth. I'm going to let you know that Ravarex has 17 HP left. What do you do?
Okay. Does she look unholy?
No, she's definitely not. She's just a bitch.
I think then he's going to... I don't need to kill him. I think I'm going to use my last 2 actions. He looks okay.
You could rescue Vanware if you wanted.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just try and get Evanware out of the way.
Okay, sure. So you fly up to Vanware, obviously. And do you want to make a athletics check to pull him off?
Yes.
Reroll that. Come on.
28.
That'll work. Fiore, you rip Evanware off the horn. You can see the wound immediately kind of starting to shut behind him anyway because of the potions he drank. He says, "Oh my god! Oh my god, Fiore!"
I cannot believe you.
And he daintily hugs into you as you fly him away. And Silk, it is your turn. You see Ravarex charging up another poison breath. It's charged again. She's going to use her acid blast. You have 3 actions. What do you do?
I don't know what I'm charging up, bitch.
What are you charging up?
A second fucking fireball.
Second fireball.
The good old witch helm trick.
Okay. She has to make a reflex save, right?
Yep.
Nar.
39.
23.
That does not save.
Okay. Hit her with the fireball.
24 damage.
Silk Witch Helm. How do you second fireball Ravarex, the queen of the hunting grounds, and destroy her, stopping her rampage in its tracks?
It's like stars falling from the fucking sky, except there were just 2 of them.
That's beautiful, first off.
I think that it straight up not just engulfs her, I think that it blows through her. I think that we think of fireball as just a ball of fire, which I don't blame you, it's the name, but I like to envision it as almost a kind of ball of pitch that forms from magic, and I think that that's what goes through her.
There is a blast of fire and Ravarex lets out a final roar. No words, no nothing, just a roar. And Ravarex, the queen of the hunting ground, topples to the floor, dead. And everyone, you all slowly come to the ground. Holy shit, you killed Ravarex. Outside Otari of all places.
Are you okay?
You saved me.
Obviously.
Like, you actually... No, but like, obviously yes, but like Fairy Tale Castle saved me, like... I wanted to help, but I'm sorry,
No, I'm not mad at you. I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to act mad, I was just really worried, and there was a...
I think he interrupts you by just kissing you.
Oh.
Silk was like getting up and dusting himself off, and he was about to like say something to Ulrich, but he turns around and you guys hear,
Ulrich was looking at Silk, and then heard the gasp, looked over, double-taked, and has such a smug grin on his face. You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward?
It's not like a baby boy kiss. It's like he has his hands on your cheeks. He's like fully pressed against you. And he pulls back away from you, Fiore, and he looks into your eyes and says, I love you, Fiore. I'm sorry. I'll never try something stupid like that again.
No, you're fine. It wasn't... I love you too. Listen, no, you don't need to...
Sorry, the other two.
You don't need to...
Exclamation mark.
Don't worry, they're listening.
You don't need...
No, they are listening. Ulrich's ears are turned.
I'm not... I'm not mad at you. I get it. I mean, it's the same thing that would have made me want to do it. But that... She's from, like, the Darklands level low.
I assume that's bad, yeah. I saw something attacking the town, and I've been working on my alchemy. I think I did, like, a bit of a scratch.
You actually really... You did. You did do that. And I'm very proud of you.
Didn't expect to get stabbed. At least the potions fixed it and stuff.
Yeah. You're still bleeding. And he casts lay on hands on him by putting his hand on his shoulder.
Immediately restores him back to full HP, no matter what. And I think he just hugs you and says, I know now's not the time, but thank you. I guess I was a damsel in distress this time, huh?
Does this make you feel better?
Well, brave knight, it does a little bit.
I promise I didn't save any princesses down there.
I believe you. And he turns and looks at Ravarex and kicks her body a little bit.
Oh, big
looks
strong.
back at you guys and says, Is it definitely dead?
To
Ulrich and Silk.
I'm sorry, that's not the elephant in the room right now.
I actually think it's the dragon in the room.
No. We're not getting away from this.
There's a ball
What did I do?
Okay.
What do you mean, what did you do? You just kissed him!
Yeah, he's my boyfriend.
When did that happen?
Oh, is he? As Ulrich straight looks into Fiore's eyes.
There's a neutrally pleasant smile on his face.
Terribly sorry, Vanway, but this is news to us.
Fiore, you said you'd tell them.
Yeah, we got a little busy and things were really bad and I didn't feel like it would have been appropriate to be like, and guess what? I'm also dating a Vanware.
There's always time to tell us you got your boyfriend.
We could have been fighting Belcora and you could have told us that.
I'm not gonna do that. It's not... I was gonna tell you the next time that we, like, went out, but then we didn't go out because of the shadow cult and... you know.
I got a little sidetracked. The only reason.
Silk puts his hands on his hips and he's like,
You owe us a story soon.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you all the gory details.
Oh my
"Ooh,
god.
you better, you dog."
Stop.
And I think as you guys are discussing, you do hear some cheers, and looking over the hill, the people of Otari, a crowd of them, have made their way closer now that the roaring has stopped. You see the terrified members of the Otari garrison, led by Captain Longsaddle, who is looking brave, but not so brave as to get any closer. You see Rin. You see Morlabent. You know what, Fiore? Your moms are there.
You know, that is...
They did get to see you doing some heroism.
That is good to know.
And before... I think Evanwer looks to you guys and says, well, if you weren't heroes before, the Fogfen Few saving Otari from a dragon, if not a incredibly scary dragon, is going to really put you guys down in local legend. When's the statue getting built?
Oh my god.
It better be fucking soon.
I don't need statues. It's gonna be embarrassing.
And I will say, as you look down at Ravarex's body, you remember you were asked something by someone.
Wait a goddamn minute.
I'm not doing it.
Oh god, I have to do it, don't I?
Not it.
Do what?
Wait, what was it we had to do again?
Cut its head off.
Oh, yeah, I'm not strong enough for that. Fiore.
Wait, why are you cutting its head off?
Somebody wants it.
Who?
Oh, his enemy.
Wyvern.
Oh, her enemy.
It's an
Other wyvern.
It's a wyvern.
Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, sure. Fiore, go cut its head off.
Wow. Yeah, okay.
I'm not strong enough.
You know what?
None of us are. It has to be you.
By the way, and I think the wings are still there, even if just for a few moments more. He kind of flaps his wings a bit and says, "Did you do this?"
Oh, I guess I did.
Fetching. I like it. Very cool.
Thank you. I don't know if I can do that often. It happened on accident.
That's okay, so long as you can do your ones as often as you like.
I can do that about once a day. But they stay
Thank you
after.
for me.
But they stay afterward. He sort of turns his shoulder, and they're like baby wings right now.
Well, chop chop, I guess.
Oh, don't say it like that.
And Fogfen Few, you decapitate this gross dragon.
Yeah.
And I think someone helps you with a cart because this thing is the size of like a fucking... Its head is like the size of a cow's torso, so, you know?
It's like, I didn't really want the whole town to be here to see this.
Well, I think some of the people in the town are going, ew, and like some kids are like pointing and going, ew, mommy, look. The mom's like, you should not be here, holy shit.
Kids love to see weird, gross shit.
They do.
The head is dragged away in a cart, and the rest of Ravarex's body is left here on the road into Otari, where one day it will become a skeleton that will last for centuries and be an eternal monument to the Fogfen Few. This episode of Dice Will Roll would not have been possible without the support of our patrons. I'll cave that alcoves are all coves, but alcoves aren't all cloves. Yeah, you thought you were gonna get me there, huh? Huh? Damon, Chase Curtin, Tiny Brass Ant, Celestial, Maxo Knight. That was my first try, by the way. First try. Come on, give it to me. Tiny Brass Ant, Celestial, Maxo Knight, Kate Cornelius, Key, Windy 2002, Als, Millie, Nora Rose, Cel Ravau, The Protease Inhibitor, River Sports Artist, Horror Fan, Lightning Scar, Dr. Caesar MD, A Potato, Derpy Gamer, Quinlan Boss, Meow Mai, Abyssal Chimera, Night the Werewolf Teacher, A Sleepy Bear, Kyle Damon, Phoebe Jeebies, Lux Rexus, Tony Saunders, Mita, Arave, Mott, Aries, Alexander Criswell, Skyly, Blurstellian, Genuinely Tricked, Bal Punyon, Matthew Wilson Krasnovich, Jonathan Love, G. Barbera, Luke, Simon Strange, Seth, Rain, Litchlow, Gizmo, Cass, Fable McElduff, Ava, Rem T. Bright, Lonesome Chunk, Sean C., Natasha Lumley, Reflux, Ellie, Jenna Mitchell, Kane Kendrick, Sky Evangeline, Triceratops, Anna Maria, Jordan, Emily Laderna, John de Bocorder, SS6 Seeker, and Dame Valerie the Third. If you'd like to see what you can get for helping us keep it rolling, check out patreon.com/dice-to-roll today.
Hello, it's Ian from Respect the Crit, an inclusive tabletop RPG actual play podcast about exploring new worlds.
Our camera pans down on the world of Ord Mantell.
New characters.
Carolus would like to make a counter offer.
Chinese 2 scoops Charizard.
If that's your voice, I'm gonna be so excited.
Yeah. And playing whatever we want to play. Sabak!
What a great game.
From Dungeons and Dragons.
Can you roll another d20?
12.
You, for the next 72 hours, are 12 years old.
Oh no!
Oh no! To the post-apocalypse.
He's a vault dweller, you could probably tell with the jumpsuit and everything like that. Hey, lads, you gotta tell me where your vault is?
It's not gonna happen.
We've got stories in all kinds of settings, including video games.
This is gonna be a Sephiroth-free experience.
Horror.
Crawling out of the mirror, a nightmarish amalgamation of twisted limbs and jagged teeth, its visage a grotesque mockery of humanity.
Oh my god!
And a galaxy far, far away.
This is fun, let's do it again! And then he'll punch it and we'll go into light speed.
The dice tell a story, and we have a hell of a lot of fun rolling with it.
No way.
No.
Are you
joking
me?
Oh my god. This is so... Yes.
Whatever the system, miss or a hit, you always gotta respect the crit. Join us bi-weekly, every other Wednesday for characters, campaigns, and new episodes, anywhere podcasts exist.